Ah, uh, I'm recording. Hello, hi, hello, welcome. Right, Creative Legacy, let's go. Yeah, right. What did I say I was building today? Oh, I've just come back from holiday. My mind is a boggly mess. Just, you know, that's just what's going through my head. It's just Oh, it was paths and rocks. Right. Let's think. Rocks. Well, I've got stone and andesite in my hotbar, so it's got to be rocks first. Let's get building. All right. What I've done is I've started off by just putting in some pillars, and these pillars are going to be like the height. And I think I've got like a pretty good mix. Yeah, we got this. This one's got 2 peaks. For some reason, I only put 2 peaks on that one. So yeah, right. Oh, I missed one. So let me show you how I did this. So I'll show you my workings of how I created a pillar. You take this and you go up until you think, yeah, that'll do. And there we go. Done. So now comes the fun of sort of creating a shape that will go around these pillars. Maybe I'll kind of just, well, I mean, I've got like a rough shape at the bottom. It's sort of a case of how much do I want it to go in? Do I want it to go like a real funky shape like this? And my food shop's just arrived, so I'm going to have to continue this in a second. So I've just come back from putting away the shopping, and I've got a song stuck in my head, and it's that song, and I do not know what song it is, but it's the one that goes, look at me, now look at you, la da da da. I don't know where that came from. Look at me! Now look at you! Ha ha ha! This is how the true English sing! Yes! Ha ha! We sing with our laughter! Ha ha! Isn't it splendid? Ah! Yeah, that's how I like to imagine the king sings. I imagine he goes from his soft-mannered, like, yes, and this is what we will be doing in our leadership. With this world, we will be singing and making the world greener. And then it comes to karaoke night, and he's like, oh yes, I'll be singing My Way by Frank Sinatra. And now, I say it so! I faced it all, and I did it my way! Yes! Ha ha! I think lots of songs are actually just improved with this. You know, we've got classics such as Let It Be by the Beatles. When I find myself in times of trouble, Mother Mary comes to me, singing words of wisdom. Let it be. Time to get undecided. Yay! Okay, right, I've done it. Well, not all of it, but I finished off all of the stones, the rocks, the pillars, the spiky doodles, the you know, these. I've put in the terrain around the edge that matches up with what we've got over here. I haven't put any of these in, but that will be because I want to do that after I built the paths, because that could go around the paths. So, now what we need to do is put the paths in. Path. Path! Okay, we're not finished yet, but look at the effect that this path and these stones have had on this area as a whole. I mean, look, it feels like it's really just brought it together. I mean, it was just a bunch of just brown dots and red splodges before, but this really kind of solidifies it in with this area that we've been building up, and the path connecting to this path and kind of coming through our area here is really kind of cool. Like, it really just, I mean, it just solidifies stuff, as I just said. You know, it brings it together. You realize that, yeah, this is all one place. This is the beauty of having a path, and having a path that's defined to your area. So it's something that really can just tick it over the edge, like from being like a good build to being like a, wow, this build is good and it makes sense. It flows. Like, this is the sort of the logic that I like to put into all my worlds, like trying to have it all connect, trying to have a bit of a story going between the builds, a story between not just the builds, but the landscape and the builds. Like, as Good Times with Scar always, it's like the terraforming, the landscaping, it can really just, it puts it in place and it makes it make sense. And this just, having this is really, really good. I like this. Like, having just this little bit of extra darkness around these stones. Obviously, what I've not done is I've not put it in any places where it interacts with another bit. So here, it interacts with the field, I've not put any terraforming around it or landscaping around it or texturing, whatever you want to call it, because that will have something else there. There'll be like field, there'll be a field, there'll be wheat, there'll be like tilled land. In these sections, this is the inside of a building. You're not really going to have that. It's going to have a floor. So it makes it make sense. And I feel just so happy with how this is coming along so far. It's really, really coming together. I'm so happy. But I'm not even finished yet. I've got to add in the rooted dirt. And then, as I said before, let's go through the middle. I want to add some more of these bushes in. So I want to add some more of these just in and around like the path, like around the edges, kind of really just add that extra bit of detail that just will bring this to the next level. And then, of course, adding in our tall dirt, maybe some flowers here and there. Did I say tall dirt? Tall grass. Not dirt. There we go. I always hit it too many times. But adding in some of that tall grass or tall dirt, who knows? If we find it, we'll put it in. And just bringing it all together and having it fit in with this, because at the moment we just have this section here and it looks really good, but I think it will look even better if we continue that theme around what we've built today so far. And that's like having that all make sense. That's going to be the beauty of it. And there we have it. We got some leaves, some bushes, some extra grass in there. And how much does that really solidifies? Look, this feels like it's in the same area as this. Got this connection to this area behind there. Oh, I think it really, you know what, actually, this needs a bit of avavoom, a bit of kachunga chunga, you know, some yeah, perfect. And yeah, look, I mean, that's just, it's something simple. Just taking some fences, some leaves, and making some bushes around your paths. Another way would be to make small walls or small fences around your paths, just to really kind of put it in, because sometimes putting a path in is great, and we saw that did have an immediate impact on what the ground looked like and what this area looked like. We saw that. I mean, you saw that just in a couple clips ago, where having this path really did change the way that we saw this and change it. It really solidified and situated this world within these little stone outcropping area, the spikes, the spikelands, if you will. And you saw that effect that it had. Like, we can, by doing these small things, we can really change our builds. Not just by adding in a new build or adding in a couple more details. That's great. That's brilliant. That's fantastic. Do that. Do whatever makes you happy with your building. Brilliant. Fab. But if you really want to make it feel like it fits in the area, do this. Just put in a path. Put in some bushes. Put in something that ties into the area. Even if you're in a desert, you don't need to put in bushes, because there's probably not going to be too many. But put in that path. Bring in that change, that thing that makes it slightly different to that area, and just solidify it in. Palm trees, that's always a good one in deserts. Just find some way to make your build connect with the ground. If it is, sometimes it might be the case of going, right, we're going to put in some new cliffs. We're going to change up the cliffs so that the cliffs feel unique to our area. And then we're going to put our area in there and then have a path around the builds, kind of thing. That, as simple as that, immediately, that's your build. That's your area. You did that. You did everything about that, basically. Like, you made that yours. And I think that's the simplicity of adding in small things can really make a change into stuff like that. And it just, it's why I love Minecraft. I mean, I love doing terrain and landscaping and kind of making everything feel like one unified place. And I mean, this is feeling unified, isn't it? I mean, look at that. Just without any distractions of hotbars or anything, let's just take a few seconds to just look at it. How cool is that? How does that make you feel looking at it? Like, do you feel like that is one area, that's one place? Because I do. I feel like this all fits in and makes sense, you know? I think it looks really cool. And on that note, I'm going to leave you this really cool looking build, and I'm going to see you in the next episode. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and all that YouTubey nonsense, and I'll see you in the next one. See ya!